Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at those gas prices. Going through the corner. Remember corners. Failure to negotiate a corner.
At some point,
Too much high speed
too
typically.
close to his friend who didn't manage to spot him in time.
Okay, so chevrons are patterns to look for. Remember, locating hazards, part of plan. The chevron's blind turn. We're getting really close. We're going super wide. Watch out for the person in front. You just got cut off because we are not paying attention to our surroundings. And it's very bad for our friends. So part of being a group ride is, you know, not hitting each other. So if your only concern is what's right in front of you, you're not doing 360 situation awareness. It could be you crashing into a car. It could be this thing. Now what do you do? It looks like he's putting a lot of weight on that barrier, so I don't know if his legs are hurt. So what we're doing right here, now we talk about planning our ride, and we talk about negotiating curves, and we talk about panic braking are pretty much the reasons why people crash. Look at this. This is a curve. Pretty simple, right? We have chevrons right here. So these are chevrons. These are going to indicate this is a sharp turn. Also, look at the area that we're riding in. You see the cliff face, or not the cliff face, the wall and everything. Very bad line of sight. Line of sight is a huge thing. You cannot outride your vision. If you outride your vision, you're hoping that there's still road over there. And you're hoping that nothing's in your way. So be very careful with that. We're going 103 kilometers per hour. I'm going to say kilometer because it doesn't look like it's United States and UK.
At some point, this biker kept too close to his friend who didn't manage to spot him in time.
Okay, so the guy up front is not going to be able to spot this guy passing the rider. Now, that's not a good thing because that rider's not paying attention, doing 360 situation awareness. But this is the type of group ride. If you're hitting each other in racing, yeah, that's one thing. But we're not out here racing. We're out here trying to ride with our friends. We don't want to hurt each other. So why are we running into each other? So right here, we have lots of traffic, lots of sharp turns. We're going to try to cut in front of this person. This person right here to the left isn't paying attention enough to really... Rubbin's racing. There you go. He's going to hit him. Because this guy right here up above is only paying attention to getting from point A to point B as fast as possible, being the leader, being in fast, not really looking at what he's supposed to be doing. That's a lack of education, lack of track etiquette, lack of track racing etiquette. But we're doing it out on the street. Now, if we do it out on the street, look what happens what we have in the street. We have a median in the way. Now, on a track, you're going to have a lot of runoff, and you just crash into the gravel or the grass. Not here. You have this. You get easily damaged. You could have flipped into oncoming traffic. You could have easily gotten hit by anybody else coming around that corner, especially cars. Look, that guy almost hit him. And we barely have any protection. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the road in front of you. Don't haul ass. Don't be a part of groups like this if you're not comfortable. And if you are comfortable, just realize this is a risk that you're willing to take. And hopefully all your buddies are able to rescue you as a rider. So be a smart rider and rescue each other if this happens. All right, here we go. We're riding around. Okay, interstate. So the only thing you have to watch out for is merging and things like that. So look ahead, because that's why. Yeah, exactly. Look ahead, because that's why that person crashed, because they weren't paying attention. We would have crashed in front of them. Now we witnessed a crash. Now I have a feeling this guy's gonna pull over and possibly help him out. Okay, so we're riding right here. Now what I was talking about with interstate, we don't really have to watch out for perpendicular path of travel violations. Intersections. Think of intersections. You have the side of the vehicle and we can run into them. Out here on the interstate, we don't have any intersections. We just have on and off ramps. So the biggest concern will be anybody merging in front of us or into us, and then road debris. Okay, that's really my only concern when I'm out riding on the interstate or even driving. So we're right here. Now this is kind of like a blind area, blind spot. But he's still pretty staggered. So this is as close as I would get to this truck. If you start getting any further, go ahead and back it off and maintain this at minimum, okay? So one thing I want you to look for when you're out riding on the interstate or driving on the interstate, write in the comments if you've been driving and you've been applying these smart rider principles, because it's going to help you out with your driving skills too. You see a ton of red lights. Now we're on the interstate. You shouldn't be seeing red lights. Red lights mean brake lights. Brake lights mean braking, which means stopping, which means not good for flow of traffic. So those patterns, when you see a bunch of lanes, just red lights, red lights, red lights, red lights, go ahead and start applying some progressive brake pressure. You don't have to stop. Just go ahead and start slowing it down, prepping, planning your ride, finding your escape paths if you have to. You have total stopping distance this far. Start doing all that stuff. Look in your mirrors. Make sure nobody's not paying attention so then it hits you, because if they start to haul ass, you can swerve to the right if you had to. Little things like that. Start being into orange stage. Orange stage is very important around this point. Now, you need to be paying attention to where you're going, too, okay? So if you're going to be looking left, looking right, and you're not looking over here and everyone's stopping, it's going to slowly get to the point where you're going to run into them. And then you panic with a panic brake. We talked about that. So right here, what's happening, we got a lot of people stopped on the left. That person didn't pay attention. Right here, got a little crash. This person crashed into that person. This person crashed into that person. This is a very scary thing. Now, just think about it. This could be you accidentally hitting the white vehicle on your motorcycle. Somebody here could be hitting you. That's how you're going to die. Okay, that's not good. So when I'm saying look forward, if this person wasn't paying attention, hit the vehicle in front of him, the person behind him would probably hit him, and then now you're sandwiched. So be very careful with this. Once you see this, go ahead and move off. If you want to help. If not, don't worry about it. They hit. Now look forward. See how we're not looking forward? We got distracted. This is what you call rubbernecking. When he's doing this, he's riding. That's rubbernecking. Now, what happens when you turn your head? We talk about that in slow speed maneuvers, right? Turn your head, your shoulders start to turn with it. You start to do this with your hands too. So if you're turning really far to the left, where do you think your arms are starting to trail off, and now your bike's starting to go? Your bike might be going into this next lane without you really looking. And on top of that, we're going, let's say, half the highway speed. So let's say 30, 40. We're going that fast without looking where we're supposed to be going. Look at that. Now we got that vehicle right there. So he did very good. He's going to go ahead and swerve a little bit, apply some brake pressure, and then move off. He's going to do pretty good on that. But you should pay attention. Now he stopped. Look how close we are. Pay attention to what's in front. That's where your hazard is. Remember, motorcyclists strike vehicles and strike stationary objects more than we get struck. So that means we are hitting things more often than we are getting hit. And it's because of stuff like that. All right, moving on. I don't like this spot. It's giving me anxiety. Okay, good. Get out of there. Okay. Oh. Good job. Focus ahead. See what I'm saying? Let's go back to that. See, when you focus on the wrong things, we're looking over here. That's what our focal vision does. It's like zooms in. Oh! Holy crap. We're grabbing for everything. He got lucky. All right, so side of the vehicle, it's a hazardous situation with roundabouts like that. With roundabouts, intersections, you always got to watch out for sides of the vehicle. You know I love having my phone on the handlebars so I can see what turns are coming up, utilizing my GPS. The best way I think you could do that is using the ROKFORM mount. I use it for my mountain bike, the little FTRs, and then also the big boy FTR that I ride. And guys, links in the description for a discount. Check it out. You're gonna like it, and I'll be seeing you around. All right, so we got a really interesting user interface here. 61 miles per hour in this area. Obviously not going with the flow of traffic. This is residential, so it's probably a 35. Looks like there was a car accident. Everyone looks like they're fine, so go ahead and move on with your day. If you wanted to stop and help, do it. But here's the thing. Overall, terrible. This is not riding within the conditions present at all. Wait, whoa. Look at those gas prices. I just drove through California and Oregon. California is like $5. Anyways, so interesting. We're going 62 miles an hour. This is perfect for any cops that want information from your ride, right? this is not good if you get caught. Don't be doing this. So he's gonna go ahead and accelerate around these people, lane filter, do all these crazy dumb things. The sharp turn. Look, this guy's telling him to slow down. So thankfully, this guy is there. He's able to slow down. There was a big crash involved right here. It looks like it's almost like a head-on. I think that person was involved. Yeah, they're filling out paperwork. Yep. Not a good situation. Imagine going too fast, not paying attention to that. Anyways, moving on.
He was
Alright.
confident and fast when entering,
Chevrons.
but as he admitted himself,
Sun in the eyes.
he learned the right lesson.
So we did a low side. Now the ground looks pretty good.
Woo!
Looks like it's not raining, so the ground's not wet. Doesn't look like there's gonna be any gravel.
What's up?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just want to make sure.
What's up?
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Very good guy. Smart rider, smart driver right there. He's gonna rescue
Let's
somebody
see,
who's just
frame
asking
sliders.
questions.
Woo, actually.
Frame sliders, good. He's got protection. Hopefully it's not too damaged. Look at the corner. Look at the corner. That whenever you do this, when you look at these videos, don't just stare at the bike and see what they're doing. Look at the corner. Look at the area that they're currently in. Look around, and then you can always go back and look at stuff. So I like to look at areas like this. Whenever I see a crash or anything, I'm always looking at the area that it's involved in. Doesn't matter what the bike is. Doesn't matter the body position. Doesn't matter what the hands did. I like to look at this while he's walking up to it or away from it, because I'm doing an assessment while walking to the patient, while walking to the crash victim, while walking to the incident that's happening. Okay, so you start to put these things together, and it's something that you're going to learn when you do rescue training, is that you're going to be able to walk up to something and then put puzzle pieces together before you even talk to anybody, before you get any external input of what possibly happened. So when I see something like this,
Hell yeah.
let's go ahead and take a look real quick.
The bike
So we got the chevrons right there. Okay, we're going, it looks like 37 miles per hour. Not too bad. That's actually really good. Sun in the eyes, so that's going to make it to where it's going to be a little bit harder for you to see the ground. It's going to be a little bit harder to see the line that you want to take. Looks like he's Batman. He's got some Batman gauntlets going on. You know, maybe Alfred gave him a different bike today. So
later on, he learned
he's
the
gonna,
right lesson.
you see his lane right there. Let's go back just a little bit.
Confident.
Take a look at his lane. Let's go do 75% speed. Take a look at his line position. It's constantly doing this. It's constantly doing this.
When entering
You
the
can
back,
gauge it by the
but
line.
admitted
So he's going in, he went out.
he
He's
learned
going
the
in,
right
out,
lesson.
in, out. You know, it's constantly going in and out. So it's a little bit inexperienced, but not a lot. It looks like he can still negotiate curves, just that we're going in and out.
But as he admitted himself later on, he learned the right lesson.
So we lost traction here. Now, how do we lose traction? We talk about that all the time. So you're either going to lose traction because you gave it too much throttle, so too much acceleration, too much braking, so that's too much brake, and then also too much lean angle. Okay, those are the typical things that can cause you to lose traction. Now, I don't see this as too much lean angle. It doesn't look like he's using his brakes. So my guess is either a road surface hazard removing it, so an external force removing the traction, or too much throttle. I can't hear his throttle. I see in the chat, damn nice. Yeah, you saying too much throttle? Possibly. So it could have been a little bit of traction loss because of something external, and then gave it a little bit too much throttle.
Safe later on, he learned the right lesson.
So maybe just a little bit. More than likely, just bad luck, like you're saying, Lawrence. Bad luck. Maybe damaged tires. Maybe under PSI, over PSI. Could be some gravel on the road, some oil on the road right there. That's other stuff we can't really see. So we're going to go ahead and work with what we know, is that he did slide. He slid. His bike slid. How did we protect his bike? How do we protect him? He's got full gear on. So full gear.
What's up?
You okay?
On a low side, he's able to get up and walk.
Just want to make sure.
He's okay.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, appreciate
The
it.
road rash is not going to be an issue because he's got leathers on.
fuck.
So thermal transfer,
Let's
abrasion
see,
transfer,
frame
not going to
slider.
happen. Or at least not that bad. And then he's got frame sliders here, hopefully protecting his bike. Now, it's going to hit the curb and everything, so hopefully his handlebars and everything's fine. But he's got frame sliders, bar end sliders, everything. So hopefully it's going to minimize as much damage as possible. So if you can't stop and prevent the accident from happening, you can at least protect you and the bike after something that you had no control over. And that's why you get protection. Okay, that's why you do it, right?
Actually, hold on.
Now imagine him going 60 instead of 35. Think about that. All right. Here we go. So we're riding around, just went through. Okay, it's green for us. It was like red. I was like, what the heck? Nice open area.
He almost got also involved in an argument between these two drivers.
Okay, so if it's a big argument, I'm going to skip it.
Real.
That guy was kind of in our lane.
Wow.
Not an issue at this point. Let the dum-dum get in front.
Calm it down, man. Not worth it.
Let it be in front. You want the dum-dums in front of you so that you can negotiate.
Not worth it. Oh, it's going off. I don't really know what happened there. I seen them both coming up in the same lane, trying to push me into the right-hand lane, but I wasn't moving.
Take a look at his lane position.
An argument between these two drivers.
So he recognized it. He just looked real quick into his mirrors.
Jesus.
He recognized it, and he moved over. So he did a good adaptation. He located the hazard. He positioned himself for safety, located it, and adapted to it.
Up in the
Did a
same
very good
lane.
job. All right, so we're riding around here, side of the vehicle, intersection hazards. Good job swerving. Good job swerving back in because you almost hit that left turner. Very good. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this one. So right here, we got that side of the vehicle. That's what I keep talking about, everybody. Side of the vehicle. Come on. Once you see that, you got to be prepped and ready for something, especially when you see an intersection, right? Intersections, you're already orange stage. You see side of the vehicles. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take it nice and easy. Also, I know some of you guys are going to say it in the comments before I even mention it right now. Look at where the shadow is. Exactly. The sun's to our back. Means the sun in the eyes of that driver trying to turn in front of us. Probably couldn't see us. Now, it's no excuse for everything, but we should know this because we're damn smart. We're smart riders. We are situationally aware. We know this. Let us be the more mature and better one, right? Right frequency. So right here, we're getting to here. So he's going to go ahead and do a good swerve, but we're looking where we're not supposed to be going. We're supposed to be looking right here, right? So we're going to swerve. Now, thankfully, he didn't keep swerving because then he would have hit this vehicle, right? We're going to move over here. So let's just watch that swerve one time. So he's going to swerve left and swerve right as quick as he can. Oh, man. Look how close we are. See what I mean? But he did a good job. Thankfully, it was green, right? Thankfully, it was a green light. Say hi to this guy. Move on. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.